need a doctor. We going hard in the paint like Walker. Yeah, how was Shy about to go kill Manga? Precepts busting like a chopper. The way he got cut up, he gon' need.
2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many, but the world to come for a few.
Read that again.
And he answered me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many.
He made this world for many, read.
But the world to come for a few.
And the world to come for a few. That's the kingdom of heaven here on earth, read.
I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra's. As when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made. But little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
So basically, out of this whole earth, a lot of material, right? You can make stuff out of it, right? But that, did you read 3? All right, what? Read that again.
This is verse 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
Okay, but all right. So basically, out of this earth, right? A lot of material you can make stuff out of. What's going on? Yo, what's going on, man? You got time? Hey, Ak. Hey, you got time? You got time to give me that one right quick? Huh?
I don't have the knowledge to obey you.
Oh, is that right? I just got a couple questions about Islam, man. I mean, you're commanded to give me that one, right? If I ask, right?
Well, I will ask you to come with me to the masjid.
Huh? I'm sure that you got enough knowledge for this, because I got a question about the Shahada, right? Could you recite the Shahada in English for me, right quick? Actually, in Arabic, Okay, what's the translation in English?
I bear witness that there is no God except for Allah, and the Prophet Muhammad, the only Prophet is Muhammad.
Prophet is Muhammad. Prophet. I wonder. That's what catches me, like, because the Arabic word for prophet is not Rasul. The Arabic word for prophet is not Rasul. Rasul is messenger or apostle.
The messenger is the prophet.
So what's a prophet? Because what's the Arabic word for prophet?
Rasul,
Nabi. Nabi.
Rasul, it has a different meaning.
But okay, so you guys are calling him a prophet in the Shahada, but the Shahada doesn't call him a prophet. They call him a messenger or an apostle.
That's right.
Right?
That's what you think the Shahada is.
That's my question though, bro. You guys are not calling him a prophet. Give me that in the Quran, please. Because in your Shahada, you said that you're saying that he's in English you're saying that he's a prophet, but in the Arabic you're not calling him a prophet. You're calling him a Rasul.
But when it comes to talking about the prophet, it has a different meaning.
So what's the difference? If they got different meanings, if Rasul is but that's the thing though. That's the thing, because Musa is sin, right? So Rasul, what is the word? I mean, if you're saying that Rasul comes from the word Musa, right? So you're saying that Rasul, the root word of Rasul means to send, right? So that's pretty, that right there I kind of agree with. So it's not calling him a prophet. It's calling him a messenger, someone that got sent with the message. So if I can show you in the Quran that a verse in the Quran that disqualifies him from being a prophet, watch this. Read.
This is Surah 45 and 16. It says, we gave the book to the Israelites, the commandments and the pride.
Which verse is it?
This is Surah 45 and 16. It says, we gave the book to the Israelites, the commandments and prophethood, granted them pure sustenance, and gave them preference above all people.
So in the Quran it's saying that that to the Israelites they were given the kitab, the book, right? Wisdom, right? And Nabuah, the prophethood. So it's saying that to the Israelites it was given those things. The Israelites. We're not talking about the people in Israel today. The children of Israel. Yup. Beni Yaqub, right? Right? Beni Yaqub. The children of Jacob. Those are the children, that's the children of Israel. So in the Quran it said that to them was given the book, the wisdom, and the prophethood. Not a prophet, but the prophethood. So that's saying in the Quran that the children of Israel were going to have the prophets. That the children of Israel, the prophets were going to come out of. So now what line did Muhammad come out of? Because he didn't come out of the children of Israel. He came from Ishmael, right? I understand. Bring up the Arab. Bring up the Arab, because we can bring up the Arab. I mean, how many?
One of those days.
Oh, this shit. What it said? It said Katabu? Right?
Well, I don't know. You guys have different people from the Bible and segregated them based off of races. So you don't believe in Genesis of the Bible? That's not. So if you believe in Genesis, we weren't designed to be here. We were designed to be perfect and in paradise. No.
We understand that the Christianity misrepresents it. We understand that.
Is to restore Earth back to paradise. Because that's how he created it. Well, he created it for all mankind. He had two people he created. There were Adam and Eve.
He said that?
So you're jumping over Genesis, because Genesis has nothing
That's not in the Bible.
It's everything to do with the formation of the earth, the flying creatures.
That someone that his name is Ahmed. You're talking about in the book of, go to Deuteronomy 18 and 18.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, from the dirt you came, from the dirt you
That's what you're referring to. But going back to the verse of the Quran, it said what? It said that it gave you to the children of Israel. They gave the Kitab, the book, right? They gave wisdom. What's the Arabic word for wisdom? It's in Hebrew is Chokmah, right? So what's the Arabic word for wisdom?
And he made them in a paradise that he intended
And it
for
said,
all mankind to live.
and it said also that to them it was the Nabuah. What is Nabuah? Not the Nebi. No, that's Nebi. That's prophet. Nabuah means prophethood, right? Prophets, not just one. Exactly, right? So it said that to the children of Israel were given that things. So Muhammad is not from the children of Israel. He's from he's an Ishmaelite. He comes from Ishmael, right? Huh? I'm sure there was Jews living there. Well, before Islam, they were polytheists. They believed in many gods, right? In Mecca, Muhammad cleared that out of all those idols. Well, they're all idols, right? And kept one God, which is Allah, right? Did you know Allah was a moon god before? Give me that.
This is Deuteronomy 18 and 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee.
Read that again.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee.
He said he was going to raise up a prophet unto them out of their brethren, their people, unto the children of Israel. Right? Muhammad is not of the same people. Read.
I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
So, I mean, I want to know where Ahmed is at. Because you said Ahmed was going to come. That's,
Wait a minute. Where you said the prophecy, right?
Yeah, it's right.
Prophecy about somebody coming after Jesus.
That's the reason for the next one, but the actual where is it?
Yeah. I don't know where it's at. I've read it. It's talking about Jesus coming. It's talking about anybody coming after Jesus.
so if Muhammad is the seal of prophets, right? That means that he's counting himself as a prophet, right? What prophecy has Muhammad given that came to pass later? Let me ask you, what's a prophecy? Do you know what a prophecy is? A prophecy. When God says something's going to happen and it happens later, right? And he tells his prophet thousands of years before it happens, and it happens exactly how the God said it was going to happen. That's a prophecy. A prophet is a person that prophesies, right, with God's prophecies. Exactly. So, what prophecy did Muhammad give that was going to happen, and it happened? Because, like, I've asked many Muslims, and they can't give me one.
What information that you actually were like what's happening.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. None of them, there's no prophecies there, because, like, the prophets in what you call the Old Testament has given prophecies, and they have happened. Like when the Romans were going to come and destroy Jerusalem, right? When the Babylonians were going to come, Daniel prophesied about all four nations, which was Babylon. Well, he wasn't Babylon there. He prophesied about. He prophesied about the Persians, right? He prophesied about the Greeks, and he prophesied about the Romans, and he prophesied about America. And all those things that came to happen. That's in that was in the book of Daniel, right? That's a prophecy. Can you tell me a prophecy in the Quran that happened? Because all there is about certain things that's going to happen in the day of judgment. But that book still haven't had the test of time yet, like this book has. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because, like I was saying, Rome was prophesied, Alexander was prophesied, everything was prophesied that came to pass in this book. The Quran still hasn't. I mean, the book. If there was a scoreboard, I would say there's like 7-0 right now with the writings of the prophets in the Quran, because there's still no prophecy that happened that was given by Muhammad. You know what I'm saying?
Now we're going deep, so like I said, if you need more answers, I could welcome you to the masjid. You got the brother, he's African American, he went to Yemen.
Are you Sunni or are you Shiite?
See, that's the thing, I'm a Muslim.
You just Al-Islam? Alright.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come to the masjid, you welcome anytime. All of you sit down, ask questions, dance if you want.
So you weren't born in Islam? You weren't born in Islam?
No, I was born Muslim.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you just started practicing again?
No. See, not everybody born in Muslim, they know everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been here as long as I came here when everything.
Oh, okay. So remember, you're an Ishmaelite, right? Remember, your people descend from Ishmael, right? Yeah. All right. So watch this. Give me Psalms 83. Oh, and I got another question. Why does the Quran say that Abraham was going to sacrifice Ishmael, but in the book of the prophets? Because one of the 5 pillars is you got to believe in the book of Moses and all the prophets, right? You got to believe that, right? But in the Quran it says that Abraham was going to sacrifice Ishmael, but in this book it says that he was going to sacrifice Isaac. Right? That's another thing, right?
Verse 2 now. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
This is talking about the people that hate God, read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
These people has taken a crafty counsel against B'nai Israel, right? Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
These people hate the children of Israel and hate God's people, read.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom.
That's Esau, like Jacob's brother, read.
And the Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites, those are the Arabs. So, read.
Of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is jointed with them. They have holpen the children of Lot. Selah.
So all these people has came in against as one council to hate the children of Israel and cut them off from being a nation. And guess what? That called your people out on that too, for the children of Ishmael, man. Right? So your people are God's enemies, man. Right? Your people hate the children of Israel and hate God, man. Right? You might think Allah is the God of the universe or whatever, but Yahweh, the God of the Israelites, is the Most High God, man. Right? So when that time comes, because your people had your hand in our oppression too, you guys gotta pay for that too, man. All right? Hey, you're commanded to believe that though. You're commanded to believe that. That's part of the 5 pillars of Islam. You got to believe in the book of the prophets. All right?
Good luck, man. Next one.
So give me Hebrews 11:6, Isaiah 53.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible.
Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So, 2nd Ezra 8:1-3 was basically saying that a lot of materials come from the earth, right? But the little dust, right, that the gold comes from is likened unto the elect, right? Read.
For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So, those men, the acceptable men, are going to be tried in the fire, man. Right? Just like gold is. Now, give me that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is. And
It's impossible to please your God, the Most High God, Yahweh, right? It's impossible to please him without faith, right? And those that what? Read that again.
but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
And those that come to him must believe that he is, right? And he is a rewarder, right, to those that truthfully seek him, man, right? That's it.
He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
So once you start seeing all these things, these uproars and all these things, then you understand that all these things were spoken about, man, right? What's going on, brother? You believe in the Bible? Huh? Are you believing in the Bible? So do you understand that all these things are going to come to an end real soon, right?
Yeah, I believe that. But guess what? You ever heard of footsteps in the sand?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I know what that means.
What
It's
does
basically you're walking in the sand, you think
What?
you're walking by yourself, you turn around, you see another footsteps, and people say that that's Christ. That's
That's what you have to believe in. No
what?
matter what is
Watch
going
this.
on,
Read that.
no matter what's going on, he's going to put you in a good
Even from the beginning.
Watch this. Don't go nowhere else. Watch this.
For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Verse 7, and every one that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith.
What? Our works and what?
And by faith.
That's what's important, man. For you to escape all these things that are coming, you're gonna have to be escaped by your works and your faith.
Listen,
Your works
You're not
and your
listening.
faith.
footsteps in the sand mean when you, at any time, are in a situation and you get through it, that's when he picked you up. And that's what he needs to do to us. Because right now, we need help.
Absolutely. Our people do need help. Did you know that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites of the Bible? And who needs help more than us,
Well,
man?
it's time for us to pick ourselves up. You know what? You have people that you talk to, right? Do they pay attention? You're trying to do the right thing, right?
What happened?
You try to do the right thing, right?
Absolutely. We're commanded to,
Right.
man.
And you try to tell them.
Absolutely.
And do they listen?
Absolutely not. Give me that. Whether
Well,
they hear it, whether they
then that
forget.
means we have to find another way to get to them.
Yep. Ezekiel 3.
Okay, come on. This is Ezekiel 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
So we warn our people, right, about the wickedness. We tell our people, stop selling dope.
This is 2021.
And what's that got to do with it?
Because time moves on. The game gets different and stronger. Do you remember when they first put that crack out there? That changed the game.
The what?
That crack.
Who put that in our neighborhoods?
Yeah, but guess what? Now it's time to change the game.
The question is, who put that in our neighborhoods?
We already know what's going on.
But absolutely, man. Our people need to separate from these people, man.
Are you paying
Apparently, I don't think you are, man. You're not grasping it.
Oh,
you're not grasping the importance, man.
All of that. That's why I'm trying to tell you how.
Because I try to talk to you about something, then you speak about the footsteps in the stand. Like, where is that? Like, we need to. Listen, man. That you're not grasping the importance of things. We're not here to tell people to start keeping God's laws, man.
Figure it out yourself. Footsteps in the stand.
You love God?
Always. How do you think I've been out here for 34 years? I'm from Jersey, and I enjoy it. And it wasn't easy.
Are you keeping God's laws, though?
Say what?
Are you keeping God's laws, though?
Am I talking to you?
Are you? I'm talking to you, man. I'm asking you a question,
That's the reason why you're.
Are you keeping God's laws, man?
Yes.
Are you?
The best I can.
The best you can. Do you eat pork?
Who?
Do you eat pork?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Oh, really?
Hey. You wasn't slaved over here.
And my people were enslaved too.
What are you talking about?
Right.
What do you think the Spanish did to my people?
Yeah.
How do you think I got my last name just like you got your last name, man?
You wasn't drawn over here. We were taken.
Our people were taken to other Spanish colonies, man.
Right.
My people were taken to Spain, man. I got my last name just like you got your last name, Elder. Huh? My ancestors were on plantations just like yours were. But my people were on Spanish plantations, man.
This the book of Sirach, chapter 42, verse 8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish and the extreme age that contended with those that are young.
And that's what it is, man.
God.
He wanted to contend with those that are young. Just because he lived since, what he said, the 60s or 50s, that he was from Jersey and he came out here and he was out here for the crack epidemic, right? He thinks he can actually, he felt like just because he had that on his board, he can contend with those that are young, man. But we gotta admonish these men too, Reed.
Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living.
It's Job 32:7. I said they should speak, and multitude of years should teach wisdom, but there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Great men are not always wise.
The old men are not always wise, Reed.
Neither do the aged understand judgment.
And that man didn't understand judgment, man. Right? I was talking to him, then he started talking about footsteps in the stand. What does that got to do with that, man? Right? But he felt since he was older than me that he can what's the word I'm looking for? Bogart the conversation and it seemed like he had more understanding than one, man. Right? Your age doesn't always give you that wisdom, man, and that's scriptural, man. Right? As a matter of fact, his generation failed us, man. Right? All older generations have failed us, man. That's why the Most High is seeking these young men to lead now, man. Right? These old vessels they're broken, man. Psalms 33, right?
Psalms 33 verse 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death, and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waited for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let thy mercy, O Yahweh, be upon us according as we hope in thee.
And this is why ours is very important, man. To have faith in these last days. And if it's not, it's a wrap, man. Right? It's over with. Give me what I need.
Sirach 36 in the GNT. O Lord God of the universe, look upon us and have mercy. Make every nation stand in fear of you. Take action against the foreign nations and let them witness your power.
That's what we and that's what we're earnestly supplicating the Most High for, man. For Him to take action upon all these nations. Read.
You have used us to show them how holy you are. Now use them to show us how great you are. Let them learn, as we have learned, that there is no God, O Lord, but you. Give new signs.
All these people know that there is no other God but Yahweh, man. Not Allah, right? Not Vishnu, right? Not all these other gods. Even this white man, even this white Jesus, man. There's no other God but Yahweh, man. Read.
Give new signs. Perform new miracles. Show us your glorious strength. Bring on that appointed time when everyone can talk about the great things you do. Pour out your furious, flaming anger and let none of our enemies survive.
And that's what we supplicate to the Most High for, man. Right? We hoping when that time, for Him to bring up that time to accelerate these times, man. Right? Read.
Destroy those who have oppressed your people. Crush all those enemy rulers who think they are the only people in the world who matter.
And that's what we want. We want all our enemy rulers to be crushed, man, by the Most High God Yahweh. Read.
Gather the tribes of Israel together again.
And we want all our brothers and sisters that are scattered through the four corners of the earth to be gathered again, right? Read.
And give them back their land as you gave it to them long ago.
And to give us the land of Israel, man, that He gave it to our ancestors. I'm talking about from river to river, man. Right? Read.
Lord, have mercy on Israel, the people who are known by your name, whom you called your firstborn son. Take pity on Jerusalem, your holy city, where you chose to stay. For your temple on Mount Zion, with your glory and with hymns of praise.
And that's another thing we hope for, man. Right? For him to establish His temple again at Tel Arad. Read.
Testify for your people, whom you created in the beginning. Fulfill the prophecies that have been spoken in your name. Reward those who have put their faith in you, and vindicate your prophets. You have always been gracious to your people. Listen to your servants as we pray. Then everyone on earth will recognize that you are the Lord, the God of the ages.
Dad, I give all praises to the Most High. Shalom.